Sip Girish, Ananda, Sip Ashok, Sip Bliss, Sip Gigi, Sip uh, Bliko, Sip Sukeshini, Sip Sabu Krishna, Sip Prakash, Sip Tina, Sip Yogini, Sip Sadanand, Sip Sagai, Sip Pushpa, Sip many people, Premchandji, Lakshmi, Sip Gail, Temple Gail, Sip Ahem, Sip. I hope I've not missed somebody because the signal is going and coming, going and coming. Let me just check. Oh, signal. It's okay? It's okay? So, my dear friends, here we are. We have Kavi asking the first question. It's open session. You can ask any question that you like. So, go ahead and ask your question. Uh, Over to you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Sorry, I have to wear goggles because I'm having an eye infection, not able to
No
see
problem.
light.
No problem at all.
So, yes, thank you so much. I would, the other day, I think I left my question halfway. Yes, during the moments of consciousness, you said the intellect is not sharp enough to catch and register um, the, what you say, I don't know. I don't have words for that. It's like the intellect is not. It's like give me an example of the peanut.
When
Sometimes
you're in the mind
we eat.
state, when you're in the
Like,
mind state, then you're not
mhm.
in consciousness. In that state, the intellect is not sharp enough to make a discrimination because you're in the mind state. This is what I
In
think
the
I told you.
Yes, but there are moments when you are aware. You are in the moments, like the small moments, but yes, moments where you are, you are aware and you are in that conscious state. But still, the spark does not hit you. Why?
You are in the conscious state, but your what spark does not hit you.
What I understand from the spark is that the realization that i am I am the supreme immortal power.
Yeah, that does not hit you because the mind forces you to believe that you are not. The mind, the fact is this. See, if I
Yeah.
show you a if I show you
Mhm,
a red cap and I tell you it's a red
mhm,
cap, if it's a red cap, but
mhm.
somehow if your mind makes it look like maroon and you think it's maroon, then it will say maroon.
Understand.
So
But
it is, yeah. So if you want to give me a specific example how where I can help you? Do you
yeah,
want to give me a
example is like when you're looking at the thoughts, there are moments, in there are gaps. There are gaps in the thoughts. Like that you're actually there is a state where there is absence of thoughts, but you're aware of it. It's just in fact there you can't even understand that state. uh, that state is not explainable. Like I cannot put it to words, but I know there are moments where you are just aware of what of I cannot quantify it,
Okay.
but
So
in that state.
why don't you reframe? Because you're not reaching anywhere. Why don't you reframe your question? What
Yeah,
are you trying to ask me?
what I'm trying to ask is, every time when there is a thoughtless state, does it
Yes.
mean that you are nearing realization, or
No,
you still
no.
need to work on it?
Please, okay. Now, see, now you're asking very clearly. A thoughtless state is a state of meditativeness.
Yes.
In the state of meditativeness, there are not many thoughts. Either there's one random thought coming and going, but there's
Yes,
no bombarding of thoughts. That is not
exactly. Yes.
realization. That is a state of consciousness. That's not a
Yes,
state of
exactly.
realization.
Yes.
In consciousness, there is a spark of realization with several other ingredients. You have many more what you need to get to the state of realization. Everybody who reaches meditativeness does not attain realization.
Exactly. I'm asking what are the additional things that we need to take care of, that so that
You must be a jigyasu, you must be a mumukshu, you must overcome ignorance, you must be a yogi. There are steps, they are called 8 steps of spiritual enlightenment. There are 8 steps. You have to climb
that's
the
what you said.
steps.
That's what you said. I mentioned in the book, 8 stages to realization.
Correct.
Your
That
book.
book. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go through it. Let me go through it, and then maybe I can see if there are further questions to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Next,
Thank
next,
you.
thank you. Who's going next? We have got Bliss.
Hi, Shvam dear, Shvam everyone. Love you all. I
Yes,
would like
Shubham, love you. Tell me.
I would like to know we have different level of consciousness, spiritual evolution, and understanding. So illusion is the same for everyone.
Where's my attention today? Repeat your question, please.
We have different level of consciousness,
No, no,
spirituality.
you don't have different level of consciousness. Everybody has consciousness means a state where the mind is at rest. If I am in consciousness and you're in consciousness and Anand and Raji all in consciousness, means we all are in the same state of emptiness, mindfulness, thoughtlessness, awareness, same state.
Same stain for us because we know the truth and everything. So when people are more religious than spiritual, they are not the same consciousness than us because we are learn and learn and learn. But in spirituality, involution and understanding is the same for the illusion Maya for everyone.
Yes, it's the same for everybody.
It's the same.
See, Bliss, what is different is our thoughts. Thoughts are not same. Your thought, my thought, different.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is the same. The truth is the same. You are the sip, you are sip, I am sip. You are soul, I am soul. That is all same.
But me and you and everything in Zoom call, we understand the meaning of this and we know it's Maya, it's an illusion in this world. It's not true and real, but other people behind us don't
Because
understand
because they
everything.
are in mind state. They are not in consciousness.
It's
People
the
who are in the
difference.
Zoom, people in Zoom call are fully in consciousness. They are not listening here, there. They are fully aware, complete consciousness.
Fact. Don't if I understand everything, people they are more in mind state, don't understand spirituality, and we are in consciousness, so we understand better.
Yes, agreed.
Okay,
Agreed.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. So, as I told you, 8:10. Any questions? Don't come at 9 o'clock. And if you come at 9 o'clock and ask me questions, then I have to refuse the question. So now we are free. I'm having I'm having water. If anybody wants to ask question, last question, 8:55. Now I'm silent. Prakash.
Namaste,
I'm Prakash.
Guruji.
Yes, Prakash.
Uh, aren't we creating this duality ourselves by calling soul and sip separate?
If you call the ocean and the wave separate, is it duality?
But why do you have two concepts then? Why not have only
No,
one concept?
you it's not for you to decide. SIP has decided to come as a soul. Are you questioning what is SIP preference?
Okay.
SIP, I hope you understood my answer. You got my answer.
No, not properly.
It's like if you just like you're asking, hey, why the hell did the creator make waves? Why the hell? Why no need of wave? Only ocean. No need of wave. Then what answer should anybody give? Can you give me an answer? If I ask you an answer, why the hell the ocean has waves? Why can there be no wave? Only ocean.
So you can say wave is part of the ocean.
Exactly. SIP. Soul is part of SIP.
So soul is part of sip, but it is separate from sip.
No. It's not. Who told you it's separate from SIP? It's not separate from SIP. Soul is SIP.
When we refer, we say my body, my heart, So we many times say my soul also.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Absolutely. When Prakash is saying my soul, it is different from Raji's soul. Raji's soul is in her soul. If her bulb goes fuse, your bulb does not go fuse.
So my soul means whose soul?
My soul means the soul that is giving you life, Prakash. The Prakash that is giving you Prakash.
So
If
I
that
say I am
Prakash,
the soul. I
if
say
that
I am the
Prakash,
soul.
if that Prakash goes, then this Prakash won't be there.
Okay.
So a soul, Prakash, what is soul? S-O-U-L. Have you learned what is soul?
Spark of unique light.
Unique life. It is not a spark of life. That is why it is S-O-U-L. I don't know who wrote S-O-U-L. I gave the acronym. Nobody in the world has given the acronym. I gave the acronym. S-O-U-L. Otherwise, I wrote spark of life. I used to keep saying spark of life. Soul is spark of life, spark of life. Then I saw the word S-O-U-L. I changed spark of unique life.
Okay.
It is unique for you.
Okay. Now, when we say my soul, is it Sip saying it is my soul?
No, it is Prakash saying.
Okay.
So if you have any confusion, you can
I
ask. Yes.
finished reading the workbook, Enlightenment, Book of
Okay.
Enlightenment. So there's some questions gradually arise like this. Should we read it again and again, the workbook?
Whenever you are free, again and again, and then again and again, and then again and again and again. And when you finish, then again and again and again and again.
Okay.
There are some books like that. Some books you don't read and stop. There are some books in life like Viveka Chudamani. If you're reading Viveka Chudamani, you read. Again, you read Viveka Chudamani. When you finish, you read again Viveka Chudamani. Every time a new perspective will come. Every time you will find a new look at it.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else today? Today Sunday mood.
Yes.
AiR ask. Let me ask you a question if you don't have any question to ask. Oh, Krishan Singhal. They won't let that happen. Krishan Singhal.
शिवम गुरुजी,
Sir.
अब पाप और पुण्य क्या है और कौन डिसाइड करता कि मेरा कर्म है ये पाप का कर्म है या पुण्य का कर्म है?
Very good question. Very good question. ये पाप है या पुण्य है? हमने किसी का खून किया, ये पाप है या पुण्य है?
पाप
हाँ?
है, पाप है, किसी जीव हत्या करना पाप है। ये हमें
तो
ग्रंथों
किसने डिसाइड किया पाप है या पुण्य? हम आज से हम बोलते हैं कि रेप भी पुण्य है, मर्डर भी पुण्य है। आज से हमने चेंज कर दिया।
ये जो ग्रंथों में या धर्मगुरु जो बताते हैं, जो सिखाते हैं उनको
नहीं, it is not actually धर्म गुरु जो बताते हैं। Can I tell you, Krishan?
यस,
It is जो सही है, जो हमारे बुद्धि से सही समझे वो पुण्य है, जो हमारे बुद्धि से गलत समझे वो पाप है।
जो बंदा नॉनवेज खा रहा है वो तो समझ रहा है कि मैं पुण्य कर रहा हूँ, बट मैं नॉनवेज नहीं खाता तो मैं सोचता हूँ वो जीव हत्या कर रहा है, पाप है।
वो आप सोचते पाप है, उनके लिए पाप नहीं है, तो छोड़ो बात। आपको क्या फर्क पड़ता है उसका पाप है या पुण्य है? How does it matter to you whether he is doing sin or he is doing a good job by eating meat? सही बात।
मैं मान गया, जो बुद्धि बोलती है कि ये अच्छा है तो वो पुण्य है, जो बुद्धि बोलती है गलत है वो पाप है।
आप भी खाओ कल से।
बट ये डिसाइड कौन करेगा कि ये कर्म पुण्य है या पाप है?
आप डिसाइड करेंगे।
अपना
आप
इंटेलेक्ट
डिसाइड,
यूज करें, अपना कॉन्शियसनेस में रह के इंटेलेक्ट यूज करें।
अपना by using your intellect, by using your dharam, by your religion, your scripture, your inner conscience, your voice, your common sense, your feeling, all these things together. अगर
Then
अगर 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 किसी ने आके बोल दिया आपको कि जूम कॉल अटेंड करना पाप है, तो फिर क्या पाप हो गया?
वो मेरा इंटेलेक्ट बोल रहा है कि मेरी सेंस बढ़ रही है, मेरी नॉलेज बढ़ रही है, मैं
Now you got the answer, I hope.
गॉट इट सर, थैंक यू सर।
हमारा पाप और पुण्य हमारे दिमाग से होता है। अगर कोई आदमी बच्चे, when somebody, a child of 4 years is eating chicken, he is 80 years old, he's eating chicken, We cannot understand it is a sin. A person who's a vegetarian and never cut a chicken cannot accept it to be right. It's a sin. I hope you understand. So it's a very
Got it, sir.
simple. We have to be clear what is pap, what is punya. We have to be clear. Okay.
यानी 3 साल पहले जब मैं चिकन खाता था, जब मेरे को नॉलेज नहीं थी, उस कॉल ज्वाइन करने के बाद में मेरे को नॉलेज हुई कि जीव हत्या पाप है, तो वो अभी मैं उसको पाप मान रहा हूँ। जब तक मेरे को नॉलेज नहीं थी तो वो मेरी नजर में पाप नहीं था।
तो अगर कल से आप खाना शुरू करेंगे तो क्या होगा?
वो पाप होगा।
क्यों? Because you know it is wrong. You know
हाँ,
eating chicken is wrong, but somebody has eaten chicken for 50 years. Then for him it is not wrong. What to do?
अपना इंटेलेक्ट यूज करना पड़ेगा।
Yes, everybody should be in consciousness. Even karma is an individual game. Karma knows whom to give what. Suppose today you take a gun and you murder somebody, and you take a gun by mistake, a knife falls from your hand and murder somebody. Is it both the same sin? You take a knife and you murder, किसी का मर्डर करते हैं आप, या कोई नाइफ हाथ से छूट के किसी का मर्डर कर देता है, पाप सेम है क्या?
नहीं, दोनों अलग अलग है सर।
So please get to the point.
Got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Jasmine.
Happy, beautiful Sunday. I love you all.
Wish you the same.
My question today is, what should you tell a child their purpose is if they ask you what their purpose is without explaining to them self-realization and enlightenment and things like that?
How old is the child?
6.
So every child has a different level of receptiveness. Every child, okay? Somebody 6 cannot understand and some 6 may be very sharp. So I think we must start to explain to children at a very young age that there is a purpose of life. We must make them understand that life is not permanent, that we come and we go. And we must try to explain all of these. That's why we wrote a book. It's called Spirituality for Children. Have you seen that book?
No.
You must take that book. It's online. It's a free download. Please download that book. So we have got many stories, many stories for children, for them to read and to understand what is spirituality.
Okay, I understand. I have a second question.
Yes, please.
If someone is praying for something and let's say what you're praying for, it happens, is that your prayers being answered or is that karma coming in just in time?
Only karma.
Okay.
And your prayer is also a karma.
Right. So you're praying, is it a way to attract your karma to come at a certain time?
You pray, see, suppose, okay, let me explain to you. Suppose I am helping an old man cross the road. Is it good karma or not?
Yes.
And then I also buy him a sandwich. Is it also good karma or not?
Yes.
So now there are 2 good karmas. One, I took the man across the road, and one, I gave him a sandwich. So there may be a good karma of yours, which is just in time for something to happen. And your prayer may be a second karma. Prayer is also karma. Both may work together. Both may be working together for the thing to happen.
So they work together. Okay.
It may work, but what is important for you to understand is prayer is a good karma.
Right.
But it's not that whatever you ask in prayer, you will not get.
Right. Okay.
They say, when I was a kid, I used to repeat this. When the idea is not right, God says no. When the time is not right, God says slow. When I am not ready, then God says grow. But when everything is good, then God says go.
Okay. Thank you.
So there's the right timing. God is not a McDonald's. God is not a 2-minute noodles that you press the button and you get your answer. No. Nitin Dua. I think Nitin is I'm seeing you for the first time. Are you coming before or first time?
This is my first time. Thank you so much for allowing me to ask a question.
Yeah, how did you get to this call? May I ask you?
I have come across your YouTube videos. It was randomly flew in my feed, and I got interested in what you talk about.
Okay. So thank you. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah, thank you. So my question is, how do you split the time, or how do you balance the time and freedom between a vision and a mission that you want to serve humanity with, and generating wealth to create that freedom and to serve that cause? How do you balance the time in that? And especially, I looked at you that you had built businesses. I have been an entrepreneur. I just feel sometimes balancing the two acts is something I want to learn more on.
So I did not balance for the first 25 years. From 16 to 40, I did not know the meaning of balance. From 16 to 40, I was working 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then one day I realized this life will be over. And like Ratan Tata, how much of money you have, you will leave everything and you will go. Just one day you will go. And I asked myself the question, what is the meaning of this show? We all have to die. The body has to die. But why did we come to Earth? So I asked myself the question, and since you're asking me about the balance, so I believe that in life, I call it the 8 plus 8 plus 8 formula. If anybody wants to live a balanced life, then give 8 hours to your work and give 8 hours to your sleep and shower and shave and whatever, 8 hours. And the balance, third 8 hours should give to your purpose of life. You should spend 8 plus 8 plus 8, 8, 16, 24. So I thought that would be a great way for you to progress on the spiritual path. Ultimately, it will become 24/7 spiritual. If you understand the purpose of life, if you evolve, because the first peak is achievement, the second peak is fulfillment, the third peak is enlightenment. Ultimately, you have to move from pleasure to peace to purpose. You can't just have fun till life is done. Then why did you come to Earth? One day body will die, then you will come back, then again you will. So that's all will go on and on.
So if one has gotten a sense of that and the purpose, and they're already working towards that purpose, in my case, I can speak for myself. I'm already working on that. But then I have to make sure that I'm fulfilling all other responsibilities that I also have to serve, and want to create and continue to create that freedom for the next 40 or whatever number of years, or whatever moments I have to spend, and not constantly be thinking about, because money is an important energy that will also work, to fund all these and to run all these missions. So if you haven't achieved that financial freedom yet, but you already are working on that purpose and you ideally want to spend 24/7 doing that, I'm just trying to understand, like, what is the best way to approach and integrate, maybe a better word than balance.
So if you want to reach a state of 24/7, then you need to create a corpus for yourself that you're self-sufficient. So each one will have its own level of corpus. Somebody may say, I need to make 10 crores in my account before I can call it quits. Somebody may say, no, I need 20 crores. Somebody will say 8 crore bas hai. I don't need more than 1 crore if I keep in the bank, interest is enough for me to spend. So each one has a different lifestyle. So you have to look at your lifestyle. At what point can you call it a day? And some people, for example, the richest people in India, they have got how much money they have got, they don't know. Right? And they're making more money. And they're making more money. One day they will go. Then what happens? Then it just continues like that. They don't find the meaning of life. They don't find the purpose of life. So this is my suggestion to you, that set yourself a self-sufficient number and try to set a date by when you will have that, and then call it a day. Because life is not a circus. Life has a purpose. And if you don't have a purpose, then you're like a clown jumping up and down. And you're like a clown jumping up and down means you're just earning, and then you'll earn and somebody else will burn, and then you will return. Then what is life? Why did you come to this planet? We have not come here just to have fun and go. Why have we been given an intelligence? Why have we been given a human birth? Why did we come to earth? We have to find out what is the purpose. So that is the story. LIFE, life means liberation from ignorance and finding enlightenment. The acronym of LIFE. I hope I have come close to what you want to, you can follow.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate your view.
This call is every day at 8. Today is, we normally have a topic every day, a new topic. And if you have our number, if you register on the number, you will get the topic every day. But otherwise, every day, 8 o'clock, we have a new topic. Sunday is an open house. Sunday is a free day for anybody to ask any questions. Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. The retreat is now, seems to be on November 9th, Saturday, 10 to 1. So those who are in the group are in the retreat. Those who are not in the group are not in the retreat. So everybody has confirmed the date and the time. And now we will try to tell you the rules and the do's and the don'ts. For example, you have to be on video. If you go off video, you will be, administrator will take you out of the retreat. So you have to be fully attentive for those 3 hours. Not on Zoom call, you can be eating chai pakoda and you can be attending Zoom call. But the retreat, even if you're eating chai pakoda, you have to be video on. Okay. Any other questions for today? Any question on YouTube? Shitra, Sairam. Remember 8:55, if you all 5 people come for a question, no answers. 8:55 cut. 8:55 we close. Chitra.
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
When after joining this Zoom call, I have come. I heard about mind. Sometimes you say there is where is a mind, and sometimes I heard you saying mind is bundle of thoughts. Sometimes I have heard you saying mind is a toxic thought, and then about no mind also. So what exactly is mind according to
Everything that you
what
said.
you're trying to tell?
Everything that you said is correct. So, M-I-N-D. You know the spelling of mind? M-I-N-D?
Yes, yes.
M-I-N-D means misery, ignorance, negativity, and desire.
Okay.
Mind, actually, have you ever seen the mind? Is it like the shape of this bottle?
No.
Nobody has seen the mind. You ask anybody.
Yeah.
The maximum they will think the mind is brain. They will tell you, that gray color, gray matter in the head is mind. It's not mind, it's brain.
Yes.
So mind you cannot find.
Yes.
But you can still the mind. Because the mind is a bundle of thoughts. Now, what is a thought? You know what is a thought? Who's the master who can tell me the definition of thought? Come on, unmute. Put your hand up, unmute. And you know what? You must. Some of the master here will tell you the definition of thought. Anybody? Come on. Thought is an impulse. That is an expression of an impression in our consciousness. Am I right? I'm saying out of heart. Krishna and Meenakshi, who knows it? Meenakshi, Krishna? Yes.
Yes, the thought is an impulse that is an expression caused by emotional impression in our consciousness.
Emotional मैंने नहीं बोला ना. Thought. So Chitra, Bliko, you're saying the same thing or another question? Same thing. Okay.
No, please.
So what is a thought, Chitra? Thought is an impulse. An impulse that is an expression of the emotional impression in our consciousness. So when there's an emotional, have we made a reel on this? No reel made on this. Please make reel. So when we have thought, then it's an impulse. It's like an electrical impulse. Thought of fear.
It continuously flows.
No, it may flow, it may not flow, it may come and go, different type of thoughts. Suppose I'm thinking about you. Suppose I'm going on thinking about you, then it continues. Suppose I just think and I go to the next thought, then it's gone.
Yeah. Yes.
But thought is an impulse. It's an impulse, which is an expression of the emotional impression in our consciousness. Now, all this you cannot get in Google.
Okay.
I don't think in Google you
Yes,
can get all
yes.
these answers.
No, no,
Huh?
no.
These are all
It's an emotional impression.
created by Zoom
Okay.
call. These are all created by
Okay.
the Zoom.
Okay, okay, okay. It's an emotional impressions in consciousness. That's what you're saying, which
It's
is
an
popping up.
impulse. It's an
Which is popping up.
impulse. Yeah. So it's an impulse means it's like an electrical signal. It's an impulse that
Yes.
is an expression of an
Yes.
emotional impression in our consciousness. Caused by, is
Okay.
it caused?
No.
Correct, Praveen?
Yeah.
Okay. So Chitra,
Okay.
when you have
Ji.
many thoughts, when you have 50 thoughts, up to 50 thoughts a minute, it becomes the
Yeah.
mind. It appears as the mind.
Oh, yeah.
So are you clear? You're
That,
clear or you're still
yes,
confused?
yes, yes. That I've what I've understood is like it. A thought is mind is like still images when it moves fast, then it appears like a cinema, like in the
Like a
cinema.
movie, like
Yeah,
that,
like
like
a movie.
that.
So
So
it
actually,
it's just
very good example, very beautiful example.
yes.
See, Chitra taught us something new. A movie is nothing but images. That's when then you saw in that camera, olden days, old fashioned. If you go and see
Yes.
how they move the reel, it is nothing but images moving and becomes a movie. That's
Yes.
why it's
Yeah. Some
called
story
movie.
creator.
Why it's called movie? I
Yeah.
think because it's moving, no?
Yes.
Ah,
And some story created in that.
okay. Any other question?
So no mind then?
No mind means then when there are no impulses, when you are in consciousness, you're still the mind, you still the thoughts, then there's no mind.
See, but what's the question is, if I remain in consciousness, still some thoughts is just coming and going. Of course, I'm not
Correct.
serving tea to it.
Correct.
I'm not latching onto it.
Correct.
But it is still going. It's how
That's okay. That's okay. That is only a thought. It is not mind. What is mind? Just now I told you, mind is one thought or a bundle of thoughts.
Bundle of thoughts.
When there are no bundle of thoughts, when it's a random thought, what is a random thought?
Anything popping up from the
What
if you said
random
impression from
thought that roams. What is something a random thought that roams? What is something way bad acronym? A random thought that roams. See, so when you have only a thought, it's not bundle of thoughts. There is no mind.
Okay.
A thought that roams. So we had made in attraction, law of attraction. ATTRACT. A lot of people talk of the law of attraction. You remove from attraction, you remove action. What is left is ATTR. A thought that roams. It is a thought that roams. ATTR. A thought that roams. But there's no attraction. There's no attraction because there's no action.
Yes. That is one type of the thought. Then another, we see that, say, tomorrow what breakfast I have to make. Then I start planning.
That's okay. You enjoy breakfast. If it's idli dosa, you please eat. Make for us also. So what is the problem?
No, but
What's
that
the
thought
problem
I'm creating, planning, and that is also thoughts, isn't it?
Yes, it is thought.
But we can remain in consciousness and also plan, right?
If you are in consciousness, then you will not forget that Zoom call is happening. Some people, they are in the Zoom call and they forget Zoom call is happening. Then they are more interested in idli and dosa which they are eating. That means then they have lost consciousness. Some people, even if somebody is keeping idli dosa, their mind is on, their consciousness is on the call, on the subject.
Okay.
Suppose, Chitra, suppose you are planning to make idli dosa tomorrow.
Okay.
But somebody in your family is sick.
Right.
You have lost to the mind. You have forgotten to give the medicine. You are so busy grinding the atta for tomorrow.
Okay.
Then you got carried away from thought to the mind.
Okay.
I hope you're getting the difference.
Means conscious actions. You are saying that
conscious thoughts.
remaining in consciousness.
Yeah, conscious thought and conscious action.
Conscious,
you can remain.
conscious thoughts and conscious action.
You can remain in consciousness, but if
Yeah,
you lose
like,
but if you lose the consciousness, then gone.
Yes, this Swami Chinmayananda, he used to use the word quiet alert and vigilant mind.
Yes, you can say that.
Yeah.
But I don't prefer to use the word mind, but you can be quiet, alert, and vigilant consciousness.
Yes. Okay.
Don't use the word mind. Mind is the rascal. Rajesh
Yes.
Rao. Thank you, Chitra. Rajesh,
Thank you.
Ravina, Bliko.
Prabhu Shivam,
Shivam, sir.
I think in one of the Zoom sessions, we also told that a thought is also a karma.
Thought is caused by karma.
Yeah.
Because suddenly, suppose you get all rotten thoughts. What is your fault? Where these rotten thoughts are coming, Rajesh? अरे मैंने क्या किया यार, मैं ये rotten thought क्यों आ रहा है यार? बार बार ये rotten thought मुझे क्यों तंग कर रहा है?
Prarabdha.
Ah,
Twin karma.
that is what we said. Correct?
Yeah. Twin karma means it's also part of that karma. So what is thought we
Yes.
were talking about? So it is also part of that.
Cause, so what you're saying, it's an impulse which is an expression of an emotional impression in our consciousness, caused by karma. We can add that if you like as a tail. But it'll only confuse the definition. शायद लोग वो मद्रास जाना है, वो मद्रास से तो पांडिचेरी चले जाएगा, वो मद्रास भूल जाएगा तो टेल ऐड करेगा तो समझ गए ना? आगे बोलो.
Prabhu, I wanted again that when you said when an idea is not right, I say no. I wanted to write it.
When the idea is not right, God says no. When the time is not right, God says slow. When you are not ready, God says grow. But when everything is ready, then God says go. आपका सेशन में काम आएगा. रवीना.
धन्यवाद.
ये सब मेरा 25-year-old favorite quotes है ये सभी. Ravina, AiR का quote नहीं. Yes, Ravina.
Okay, so Guruji, like we who are like very talkative, agitated, over constructive and occupied and fidgety kind of people, they say that it's good to practice Maun Virth, like to be not talking for some time during the day. So that time when you don't talk, say I choose to start with 10 minutes, won't I be entertaining more thoughts?
It's okay to entertain thoughts, provided you don't entertain the mind. See, when you are in silence, are we saying that there will be no thought or thought will come?
More come.
No need of more. Need not be more. Why do you say more? Need not be more. Thought will come. And when the thought comes, you become aware. It's called becoming the witness. You must have heard the word, become a witness of your thought, become an observer of your thought. So you're observing the thought, you're observing. It's like a train. Train is coming and train is going. Train is coming and train is going. Like that's how you observe a thought, like a train. But don't sit in the train and go. And then after you reach the next, after you reach from Bombay to Pune, you say, "Arey, I want to be in the Bombay station. I'm supposed to be watching the train." But because you went from the thought to the mind state, you entered the train. You came when the train took you from Bombay to Pune. Now, where you're watching the train now?
Yeah.
You got the example?
Yeah. So should we actually start practicing to watch thoughts as a silence mode? That would be something.
Absolutely. That's what we've been talking from last so many years. Unless you watch the thought, unless you observe the thought, unless you are in consciousness and you're able to separate yourself from the thought, you will slip into mind. Interesting.
So they say that you should be sitting with a scissor, like it's a saying that you should have a scissor in your pocket where you deduct, you minus, you reduce and cut what's not important. Usually what we feel, I should add more friends, I should add more this, more that, more that.
But I don't understand putting a scissor in your pocket, you'll cut something under something dangerous.
Not a real scissor. Like mentally you should be deducting and reducing unnecessary relations, unnecessary things, unnecessary thoughts.
By doing that, you are thinking.
Okay.
You are not observing. You already got trapped in the mind.
So just
You're already
like
thinking. You're already thinking, oh, should I do this? Should I
Yeah,
reduce this
exactly.
fellow? Who is this fellow? What is that fellow? You already
Yeah.
got thought. You're caught in thought. Then where is your consciousness?
So
You
just
have
be
to
like
be.
at the smooth retreat, just sit
You
down
have
to
to be in complete stillness, in silence. You can't be thinking in consciousness. No, in consciousness, a thought may come, but you watch the thought like a train. I told you, watch the train. Train comes and train goes. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Bliko, Sophia, Santoshi, Gopal.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, sir.
I was just, amused because when you were answering the previous speaker, I was about to think the thought came because we have already discussed so many things, right? So, example of station master is very nice. So, station master has the duty to, just watch the trains, not sit down in the train and go somewhere.
That is the example for Chaturyam. How we should we should not be the Madras, not the mail train, not the Shatabdi, not the night express, not the waker, not the sleeper,
so similarly,
not the dreamer.
Similarly, like when you are in consciousness, you are like a station master. You're just watching the thoughts coming here and there and going there, and right? But you don't entertain any of them.
Yeah, but analogy are two different analogies.
Correct,
You're clear, right? That analogy is that I am the fourth state. I am that station master, the fourth state. This is not. Don't call this station master. This is just like you're just a passenger.
Watching.
Yeah, you don't want to get. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something more funny. So there was a man. There was a man talking to his girlfriend and eating ice cream. And they were waiting for train number 112 to go. But the man was so lost in his girlfriend and the ice cream that when instead of 112, train number 121 came, they jumped into 121. And after 1 hour, they came to know that they are in the wrong train. After 1 hour.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you are carried away by the thought, you lose your consciousness and you go in the direction where you don't know where you end up.
You go in the wrong direction because you are not with the right concentration. So when you don't have concentration, you reach the wrong destination because you take a wrong direction. Because there's no proper discrimination.
The goal of meditation is that only, right? To practice that witness state.
Yeah, but as I told you, meditation must be practiced as meditativeness. That means not just spending 10 minutes in meditation.
Correct.
We want to be in the state of meditativeness, which means we want to be in consciousness all the time. Thank you, Bliko. Sophia.
Thank you.
Sophia and Santoshi, Gopal.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Bolo, Sophia, namaskar.
Namaskar, namaskar. Sir, if I say that children are very innocent, right? And they are always in a happy mode, and are they are realized soul, or are they in consciousness always? And if they die young,
they are not in realized soul, they are not in consciousness, they are just in innocence.
yeah. So if they die young, like they don't know, right? So will they come back, or they are also joined to?
100% they will come back.
Okay.
Because the only way for you not to come back is for you to be having realization and liberation. No shortcuts. There is no question of any shortcut.
Okay, but they are so always in a happy mode and very innocent.
That is innocence. I told you that is a state of innocence. A state of innocence does not give you a shortcut to real enlightenment.
Okay.
Just because
Yeah, that was the only question I want to ask. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Santoshi. Thank you. Santoshi?
Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam, bolo.
Guruji, fear and stress is also because of karma, Guruji.
Fear and stress is caused by the mind. Mind is a bundle of thoughts. Thoughts may be because of karma.
Thoughts.
So
Yeah,
thoughts may be because of karma, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
might get a thought of fear because of karma. It's possible.
So again, be in consciousness, discriminate. Again, use that technique, no, Guruji.
Huh? Because
But-
fear, the false expectation appearing real.
Yeah.
Fear, worry, stress, बकवास है, सब बेकार है.
हाँ.
कल हम फ्लाइट में बैठा था.
हाँ.
वो फ्लाइट निकल गया.
हाँ.
1.5 आवर के बाद वो कैप्टन बोला अभी वापस जाएंगे.
क्यों?
क्योंकि उसका इंजन ऑयल का मीटर खराब हो गया. तो सभी लोग प्लेन में छू 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 बोला है. हम तो आराम से सो गए. प्लेन वापस गया. फ्रॉम जर्मनी टू फिनलैंड वापस गया. वो पार्ट फिक्स हुआ. पार्ट फिक्स होकर फिर वापस प्लेन निकला. फिर वापस आके दिल्ली पहुंचा.
But you were in your consciousness.
हमारा I was unconsciousness. हम बोला हम नींद गया. हम बोला गो तुम जो भाड़ में जाओ, जो करना है करो. हम सो गए.
So beautiful. इग्नोरेंट आदमी बोलता था क्या हुआ, so much, कितना उसको तकलीफ होता था कि क्या हो रहा है, आई एम वेस्टिंग माय टाइम फॉर नो रीजन, कुछ होने वाला तो है नहीं, फिर भी उसको. एंड गुरुजी, सेकेंडली आई हैव टू टेल कि इफ somebody always misunderstands us for no reason, he wants to make us down,
it's okay.
No, that is also because of karma.
Yes.
So how can we overcome?
Everything in this world is happening because of karma.
But how can we overcome? Sometimes
by you be over the karma. आप है नहीं. You are not the body that is the actor. You are not the mind and ego that is the director. You are the soul which is part of the creator.
Guruji, but how can I stay aware, Guruji?
By being in consciousness. Immediately mind में आएगा तो slip खिसक जाएगी. You will slip. If you leave the hand of sip, you will slip. If you hold the hand of sip, you cannot slip. Simple tip. Gopal Prasad. Simple tip.
But Guruji, at that time, what to remember, Guruji? Sometimes slip होने के बाद 5 minutes.
Sip. प्रभु तुम ही सब कुछ जानत प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो. दुख में सुख में मेरे प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो. प्रभु तुम्हारी इच्छा जो है मैं मंजूर करती हूँ.
But you have to be aware, no, Guruji, of this situation, Guruji.
Aware, but surrender, ना. सब लीला है, सब माया है, सब नाटक है. क्या प्रॉब्लम है बोलो?
Okay.
ये लीला है माया, कुछ भी सच तो ना. नाटक ये प्रभु का है एक ख्वाब जैसा. ठीक है गोपाल प्रसाद.
Guruji, according to Jainism, fruits and vegetables, using lots of fruits and vegetables is also जीव हिंसा, Guruji. In Jainism, it is mentioned.
In Jainism, सांस लेना भी हत्या है. Jainism में मास्क पहनो. कल से तो मास्क पहना शुरू करो.
नहीं Guruji. So there should be some limitations of what for using vegetables and fruits.
देखो जैन मुनि ने मुझे बोला, don't be impractical, be practical. जितना आम काटना है उतना काटो. अगर एक से पेट भरता है 2 मत काटो. Be practical. बस. Gopal and Ravina.
Go down to sleep, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Namaskar.
Yes, sir. What you were telling, sir, when you are in the aeroplane and some disturbance was there, people were disturbed, but you are not disturbed. On the same line, sir, I have heard one story. One Jain master in 5th floor, he was giving some call and discourses, and some bhukamp has come. His tremor has come. Then all the disciples left, and downstairs they ran away. And after maybe 15 minutes, they all came back when the stability was there. And then the Jain master told them, I also fled, but I fled inside me. He is not, and one thing, sir. And another thing, sir, I want to tell you, sir, I have received one message, my friend. Except meditation, nothing else can help you in getting out of your misery. And whenever you have time, sit silently and close your eyes. Start watching your thoughts as if you are watching a movie. If you can watch your thoughts not getting involved in them, they start dispersing. It is your involvement that gives them life energy. Without you, they are dead, they are lifeless.
Very good. Buddhist. Must be a Buddhist friend of yours.
And so he's saying we are giving energy to our thoughts.
Yes, but this is incomplete.
Then, sir.
This is incomplete because it is only what he's telling you is only the way to escape from misery.
Oh.
But he is not telling you how to be in Satchit Anand.
Oh,
you reply to him. This is a good way to be out of misery, but my friend, how do I reach a state of eternal happiness? Eternal happiness is being in consciousness. Eternal happiness is being in Satchit Anand, is being in Satyachit Anand. Truth consciousness.
Yes, sir, but meditative, what you are telling, sir, meditative consciousness is directly proportional to the degree of consciousness. The more meditative we are,
meditativeness will only reduce your thoughts, reduce your fear, worry, stress, anxiety.
And our consciousness will, in proportional, will also increase.
Correct, but there will be no Satya.
Oh, Satya will be not there.
Satya means?
Truth.
Truth, yeah. We want truth consciousness. We want to go to the next level.
Next level. Okay.
I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Ravina and Pushpa. 3 minutes more for questions. Then we have to close.
Yeah,
Ravina
sir.
and Pushpa.
Yeah, sir, like they say, like when they say आप एक step आगे आओ, then the divine takes further 100 steps to you. In contradiction with some people get scared that the more spiritual we go deep, we are tested more and more, and lots of exams come in your life. Is it?
Wrong.
No.
There is this whole concept of testing and all this, a concept of avidya.
Okay.
You say, oh God, why am I suffering so much? God is testing how much strength I have. And this is what you're telling also, I hope.
Yeah, sometimes when you're more spiritual, it's like you are more tested.
No. Nonsense. This is not correct. What is happening is only your karma.
Okay.
So there's no God testing you. You are God. You are a manifestation of God. Who is testing whom? This is only because of ignorance we talk all these things. Drop it.
Like when we are doing social work or we are doing more, like we're getting more deeper into this quest, it's like some of your family members or people feel like जितना तुम ये सब कर रहे हो ना इतना और पागल हो रहे हो इतना तुम्हें और ये tests आ रहे हैं इसीलिए इतनी कठिनाई आ रही है. It's like
use your common sense whether this is helping you or not. You have to decide.
No, of course it is not.
It's not helping.
No, it is not as what they say. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
So therefore, people who are saying this are trapped in ignorance. So what we say, Lord, forgive them. They know not what they say. What you should say, Prabhu, forgive them. They
So
don't
it's
understand.
it's not that like Gautam Buddha, Jesus, and all these Rama, whatever examples we know, they've always gone through a tough phase of life.
That's okay. Everybody in life goes through tough phase. There is no free lunch in this life because your karma, good and bad, you have to pay. Good and bad both happen.
So it's not that spirituality is accompanied by sorrow always, right?
No, never. Spirituality is accompanied by bliss, not by sorrow.
Fine.
Okay. Pushpa and I think Nitin wanted to ask a question. Pushpa and Nitin, 2 questions before we close, please. Pushpa.
Hi, good evening, Guruji.
Good evening.
I'm here because I want to show you that I am serious. I turned up, but I really don't know what question to ask because there's so many things to ask. I'm just learning from other people asking for now.
But you should ask some question which is troubling you or which you are not clear about. Ask any question. Unmute, Pushpa. Please unmute. Unmute.
Last time I asked you because that day I was feeling very heavy. Right? So I was telling you about the thoughts that comes first thing in the morning. So I told the mind to stop it. And it really stopped immediately. Okay.
How it happened?
And then
Magic.
I was like, hey, I'm so used to thought. Now I'm like without thought.
But you feel good,
Okay.
right? So you feel
Yeah,
peaceful,
I
right?
feel good that your trick worked.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
told you to try to love as many people as you can. Did you try that trick?
I forgot.
Tomorrow you try.
Okay, I forget. But okay, now I went to shopping mall and I feel the pain again. Maybe because I have a special need child, where I see people are shopping around with children and family. I'm alone. So I can't go
Because
out with, I don't go out with my husband because my husband looks after my girl.
the
So
reason
I'm
is,
entertaining this pain. I'm
yeah, the
entertaining
reason,
this
yeah,
pain.
the reason is you're not realizing that that special need child is nothing to do with you. That special
Repeat,
need child,
I'm not focusing on it. Okay.
the special need child's problem is not because of you. It is because of her or his, boy or girl.
Her, she's 35 years old.
So that the 35-year-old girl has her own karma. And you don't have
Okay,
to feel sorry about it. You don't have to feel
but I'm
sorry
not
about it.
enjoying. I'm not. Actually, I'm not. I'm lucky that I have a husband and we could enjoy her. Okay, but I'm not having like a normal life or child
You
who
should
calls
have a
me
normal
mama.
life. You should
She
celebrate
doesn't.
life. You should celebrate
I
and
don't
do the
know how
best
to
you can.
celebrate.
Huh?
I don't know how. I mean,
Find
I
out, find
honest.
out ways. Find out, ask friends how to celebrate, and I'll also guide you. Do not have any regret or shame about the position of your daughter.
No, my daughter is not ashamed. It's me.
No,
It's
I'm
me.
not saying she's a, you remove the shame from your head. You remove the
No,
regret from your head.
it's not a
Regret.
method. It's not a method.
You have regret. You
Sorry,
have
sorry.
regret. You have regret in
No,
your head
no. It's I don't know how to be happy because
because
like
you're
I
not
come.
choosing.
I
Okay. Why can't you just be happy?
I come back after work. I do some deals or something. I come back. I don't have a child who says, "Mama, buy me McDonald's. Mama, buy that. Mama, buy this." I'm coming
What
to
does
an
she do?
emptiness.
What does she do?
Or she's like a 6 months baby.
Six,
So
but what
just puts a,
she
she puts
you
a
see
finger in her mouth and that's
she
all.
eats she eats or she doesn't eat.
I feed her every day. I feed her
Why don't
every
you?
meal.
She can walk or she cannot walk.
She can't walk. She's like
Why
a
can't
baby.
why can't you take her in a wheelchair and go out?
Yeah, we go out.
Yeah, take her out. Take her to McDonald's.
Mm.
Feed her an ice cream.
Yeah, I feed her. The feeding part is okay. She's happy. I maybe I feel what other people have, I don't
Why do
have.
you feel? You stop feeling. Stop feeling. Stop that feeling. From today, change your mind. From
How?
today,
What do I say?
you just say, "Let's go have fun." Come on. What's her name? What's your daughter's name?
Malini.
Come on, Malini, let's go out and have fun and go and sing and dance and take the wheelchair and go and celebrate from tomorrow
We do
onwards.
it. I do it every day. We go for walk twice. We go
Then
for makan
we
once
have,
a week.
why are you unhappy? What is making you unhappy?
I don't have a child who called me. Maybe it's my ego who calls
Accept
me and
it.
said, "Mama, you are pretty.
You,
Mama, I love
you,
you." I don't have
you,
anybody to say I love you.
you tell Malini, I love you. Why are you waiting for Malini to tell you I love you? You have
Of
to
course, I love
accept,
her.
my dear Pushpa.
Sorry for arguing with you.
Not arguing. I'm teaching you. You're welcome to argue with me. I
Okay.
have no problem.
Okay.
I'm just trying
Okay.
to teach you. I'm telling you, learn the first rule is to accept. Accept the divine will that you have Malini and be grateful for Malini to be like a 6-year-old. You know something? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Listen to me carefully. What would you like to have? A 6-year-old innocent Malini or a 35-year-old Malini who did crimes and drugs in Singapore and was behind the bars? What would you like to have?
Okay, when somebody tells me
No,
that
wait,
you are
first
an
to answer
A,
my question.
I will answer you. Sorry,
First,
sir, 1
yeah.
minute, sir. I will answer you. So I have people who tell me because they have boys who are naughty, okay? And I say, why don't you have a grandchild like this? Will you be happy? Your children are naughty, I agree. But I in my heart, I say, they said you are an angel. God chooses you. Okay, God, it is not, I'm not unhappy about God. In my life, I've always been, what's next I can do for her? What next I can do for her? So I have worked very hard while my husband gave 100% to her. So I've done my financial thing. Now I'm like, why am I still when somebody says that, my boys are very naughty, you have a child, she doesn't cause you any unhappiness. Okay. So in my heart, I just told myself, will you be happy if you have a grandchild like this?
Correct. But what is why?
Can you answer me?
Yeah, I can answer. But why are you creating more suffering thoughts by asking that question?
I'm telling
asking
you what
Pushpa.
I've been doing.
I understand. See, Pushpa, let me tell you one thing. You're not going to be here forever. One day you will be gone. And one day your husband will be gone. And then who will take care of Malini after that?
She will go to a home.
Yeah, so you better be happy planning that and taking care of her and celebrating you, your husband, and your daughter, rather than worrying about the people having naughty children or what people are having. You learn to make your life happy, Pushpa. You please try to find contentment and happiness in. There are many more people who are far more miserable than you.
Yes. So I can logically think that I had a lot of problem with my husband, and he has changed, and that I felt that was a blessing.
Then?
And my only way I was coping in my life, because I had a problem child. I mean, I will never use the word problem. I had a child who couldn't communicate. I had a husband who couldn't communicate, who would not communicate. So I felt the pain. So my work was feeling me.
You know what? This call is the best thing for you. Every day, 1 hour therapy is this call. And this will change your life. This will change I'm telling you, in 1 month, you'll be dancing on this call.
Okay.
Don't miss this call.
Yeah, I have not missed. I mean, yesterday I put her to sleep. I slept. I woke up at 11. I went through your rebirth. Today I went through your Instagram.
Okay. So I'm just saying, you deserve to be happy. You have something. Some people, I told it on Instagram yesterday. Some people, they say, I want to be happy.
Yeah.
I tell people, don't say, I want to be happy.
Choose to
You
be
say,
happy.
I choose to be happy. See, now you're smiling for the first time.
Because I wrote on my calendar.
For the first time, you're smiling on the call.
No, I choose. I put the word choose,
From
and
today,
I circle the word
from this moment onwards, tell me, I promise I will not be unhappy. Say it to yourself.
From this moment onward, I choose to be happy and not unhappy.
I promise I will not be unhappy. Promise yourself.
Yeah, and this morning I told my husband, I will not choose to be miserable.
Good, Pushpa. We'll see you tomorrow back.
Thank you. I just called to say I turned up.
Good, nice to see you, and I'm happy. I'm sure we'll see you laughing.
Thank you so much,
laughing on the call. My dear friends, with folded hands, namaskar to you all, and see you tomorrow at 8.